Everybody, it's John DePietro, and I want to thank you so much for taking time from your busy day to learn more about the big charity event that's coming to Worcester on Tuesday, July 20th. It's happening. It's the first ever comic night, comedy show, whatever you want to call it. It'll be a good time. It's happening at...
It's a comedy show.
Yeah, it's happening at Polar Park in Worcester. And one of the headliners, in fact, one of the guys who's... See, you're a headliner based upon how big the type is in the ad promoting the event.
Oh, is that how it works?
That's how it works. That's the new definition of headliner. It makes no difference as to whether you go in first or last in the show.
If
how
you
big the typeface is.
I wish I knew that years ago when my career started. I would have insisted on 16 or higher.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So joining me, and actually joining me right now, but joining several other great comics from all over Massachusetts and all over New England, for that fact, is our friend Tony V. And Tony, you are no stranger to helping out charitable causes, and we want to thank you so much. Tell us how you got involved in this one, and give us a little sneak peek on what you're going to be talking about.
Well, I tell you this, I get involved in these things happily, I might add, but usually it just starts with me looking at a phone and going, I wonder if I should take this call or not. And, when a good buddy of ours, ex-state trooper, John Frioli, when his number comes up, I always pick it up because he's always on the right side of things, and he's always there to lend a helping hand to anyone who could. So I that's what happened. I picked up a phone. It was Fry on the goes, but this is typical how things get started. He goes, I'm thinking about doing a little something for the family of the police officer, that tried to save the kid in Worcester. And we go, uh-huh. He goes, yeah, I got a buddy. He's got a little restaurant. We're not going to make a big deal out of it. We just want to honor the family, see if we can get him a little bit of money. And I go, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you want. And I'll get. He goes, maybe you grab somebody else, and what you do, half hour, 45 minutes. And I go, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then 3 days later,
Snowball, right? It snowballs.
Yeah, snowball. So you move it. So he goes, we got Polar Park, and I go, for what? He goes, for the show, and I go, okay, let's do Polar Park. Yeah. And that's how it happens. And then you make the calls, and luckily we have very talented friends who believe in giving back a little bit and doing what we can. And I gotta say this, I believe the owners of the park and the ball team, no strangers to charity either. I think Larry Lucchino's involved in that, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I've done charities. Yeah, I've done charities for him. When he was connected to the grown-up team down here.
That other is the grown-up team. Well, Tony, one of the things that you're going to have to change your evil ways with, because you're not going to be able to just pick up the phone anymore. It was simple when it was 617 or 508, or as you just showed, 207.
Oh, my 207. That's Maine. Yeah.
Right. You knew who it was. Yeah. Now with these new zip codes, now you get calls from all over the country, and all these. Right. These people call you, they've got a Natick phone number, but they're calling you from Zambia somewhere trying to,
you don't know. I have, my son lives out in Los Angeles, and he still has a 617. Yeah. He brought his phone with him, and his area code 617. And that's so yeah, you can't, my favorite thing is, when they can, it'll come up scam likely.
Yeah, right.
If it's not something you recognize.
Yeah, potential spam. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And my phone says scam likely. And whenever I see it, I go, honey, to my wife, I say, honey, I think it's for you.
So talk about some of the other talent that's on board with you on this, because this is kind of like an all-star show.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. Listen, you can't do a show at a baseball field and just, grab anybody off the corner. So when the call went out, Mike Clark, who runs Giggles Comedy Club on Route 1 here. His brother is Lenny Clark, and Lenny and I have been friends longer than we all remember. And so he was on board from the get-go. Frank Santarelli, who was on HBO Sopranos for a time, a good friend of John Frioli's and ours as well. He's on it. The Queen of Boston Comedy, Christine Hurley, Dave Russo, and then there's others. When a call like this goes out like that, like we'll be turning people away. There are as many people as I just mentioned. We'd have 3 times that wanting to help out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great show. The thing is, here's what I'm just thinking as I said that lineup. Us trying to keep it family friendly is going to be the funniest part of the night.
So somebody's going to be sitting on a button over the PA system.
Right. We need a 7-second live
delay on that. 7-second delay
right.
on that. But, it should be said that, comics especially are really, they're in the forefront of lending their names and their talent to charitable events. Why is it that you do that? Why are comics so give backable, if that's the right? There's a new word for you. They're give backable.
I like that word. It's a
returnable.
Good word, John. Yeah. It's one of 2 reasons. They either were or are horrible people, and they're hedging their bets to try to get into heaven.
Yeah.
That try to make up for past trespasses, as it were, in the Catholic religion, or we know what it's like to struggle, to get where we're going, and anytime we can lend a hand to help somebody out, it's a no-brainer, especially something like this. We're not the heroes in the situation. We tell jokes, and if someone goes, "Hey, could you give us, half a night on a Tuesday to help out, a family and to honor a hero?" And if you said no, you'd be an idiot. It's easy to do, and comics have big hearts. We want to help any way we can, and the only thing, we're not doctors. Most of us are not surgeons. We can't help that way, but we can try to fill a ballpark and give people a good time. That's the other thing I need people to know, John, is that the show, I'm sure there's going to be speeches, and it's going to be a fine tribute to a man who that it is well deserved. But once the comedy show gets started, it's going to be a comedy show. So people are going to be entertained. It's not going to be, and that lineup I just mentioned.
Yep. And by then the little kids,
they'll fall asleep.
The little kids are asleep.
Yeah, they'll fall asleep. The folks who get
that fall asleep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, we should tell our audience that's watching that tickets are available just by clicking the link down below.
You got a link down below, and you click on that, and then you get a ticket. It's that easy. I think we're doing a meet and greet beforehand.
Right.
And
the tickets start at $30 for general admission, or maybe they're reserved, whatever it is. But there's also a $50 upgrade for a meet and greet before the show. I don't know if that's the pricing either, but there is a meet and greet. You got to pay a little bit more, but you know what? Again, it's a charity, so you write the thing off.
Here's the other thing. You could give us $100 and not come and meet us.
You know what? That's important. There would be people that give that amount of money to not show up.
Did not show up, right? Or listen, I'll go to the show, but we don't want to talk. Here's $100. We don't want to talk to them. Just have them leave us alone. Just make them. We don't want to be near them.
Yeah. Or you know what? If you're not going to be in the area, you're going to be at the Cape, you're going to be in Chicago, you're going to be visiting your kid in LA, but you want to support the program because, here's a police officer who really didn't have to do what he did by jumping into that lake to save,
I'm thinking, I'm sure it was, just what he was trying to do. And that's in my estimation a true hero.
Yep. Exactly.
that he, without thinking about his own safety, or he was just, I got to go save a kid.
Yep.
And, we all hope we could be that person, but we have a prime example of that guy. And now we got to step up and try to.
Yep. Take care of the family. Take care of the family. So, Tony, we want to thank you so much for taking time from your busy day to be with us, and also take your time. It's coming up real soon. It's Tuesday, July 20th, and again, tickets are on sale now. And come on out and enjoy yourself, have some fun, and it'll be a great time.
That'll be it. Thanks for your time, John. It was much appreciated. Easy to talk to. It was great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony V, he will be in Worcester next week to see everybody at the great comedy show to benefit the Officer Familia family. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day.